Hi guys, welcome to Ikkura trading day, the 19th of June, 2020. And yesterday the market seemed like it was about to go up and completely tanked and went down. I was banking on calls all the way, so I am definitely hurting. We're going to look in Ming's portfolio in a second, but my prediction for myself is I am down to $1,000.
Oh no!
This is
Really?
I really want to be proven wrong, but I have this kind of sinking feeling that I'm right, that I am down to this level. Let's log into my account and find out. First, let's do a really quick overview of what happened in SPY yesterday. This is the daily chart, and you can see it opened way up yesterday at 314. That was amazing. I was expecting it to continue its little surge forward and get close to 317. It didn't do that at all, and it dropped like a rock.
Sorry, Zeke, can you show us real quick? Can you show real quick on the x-axis where the day is? I can't see. Yesterday was the 19th, so yeah, this whole thing is the day.
Yeah, so you can look at the day at the bottom. This is the date. This is the daily chart. And so you can see the open here was at 314.17. The high was 314.38. So basically the open was the high, and it closed at 308.64 all the way down here. But the low was 306.53 at the during the day. So it really, really came down and tested these lows. The nice thing about this is, well, you're testing these lows, and the likely scenario is you can come up from here. The only problem is it's just eating away time if you're holding calls like I am, which is so painful. Let's see what happened to my portfolio right now. Please be above 1,000. Oh, okay.
Above 1,000.
At least I'm above 1,000. I'm 1,291. It's a little bit better than I was expecting, but wow, you can see all of my positions. Number one, I lost a whole bunch of positions yesterday because they expired on the 19th, and so those expired worthless. I was actually able to sell one of my SPY 317 calls that expired yesterday. I sold it at the open or close to the open because I didn't want to wait too long. And then I had one more that I was hoping I could sell around the 316 level. That never happened, of course. And so it expired worthless as the day went on. And my other calls actually didn't lose too much value because their expiration is so far out. So I was quite lucky to buy these calls so far out. So at least I made a good move there. Hopefully the market can rebound and I can take some value here. But you can see the difference in theta value loss between these two dates. I have a 316 call expiring the 24th and a 316 expiring the 29th. And those 5 days is a 15%, or I guess 14, 13% difference in loss in one day. And this shows you the value of having calls and puts that are further out from the expiry. So lucky for this. The strange thing though, is even in a huge drop like this, my put only gained 7% over the day. So I find that pretty amazing that, you look at out of the money puts and it doesn't start becoming really valuable until you get in the money. Yeah. So you can imagine buying an at the money put yesterday, and if you bought this in the morning, for instance, and let's just look at like an hourly chart. So if you bought this in the morning around the 314 level, you would have gained, $600 yesterday from an at the money put. Whereas one that's so far out of the money, it only gained, 10%. So we're talking, $30 yesterday. So that I find that pretty amazing. It shows the power of buying something that's very close to at the money. Much more expensive, but you can gain a lot more potentially. All right, well, that is it for me. We can do a really, really quick look at how worthless my things expired at. I don't even want to look at this, but you know, you got to accept the bad with the good. So here's all my expirations, and here's how much it's worth. You can see I was able to sell this one for $19 yesterday, which is disappointing. All right, that is it for me. Really difficult day because at the beginning I was so excited to be at $2,000. So difficult day. Let's see how your portfolio is performing.
Okay, good morning. So yesterday was interesting. I'm feeling okay. I'm not as panicky as maybe I should be. Before I go into it, I'll just say that, yep, when it opened, it was really exciting. I saw it, everything going up, but I still wasn't really sure what to do. So instead of sort of like, you know, buying more calls and whatnot, I just decided to go back to that idea of balancing the portfolio.
Very nice.
And I realized that I was actually, so as of yesterday on market open, 20% was in cash, and I only had 3% in puts.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So I was way too heavily weighted on calls. So therefore, I made it my goal to basically buy some puts. So that's why maybe I'm not as worried. Yeah, so let me make a prediction. I think that I am hopefully just slightly above 9. Oh, actually, I lost a bit of money, I guess. But yeah, slightly above 9. Let's look at orders and trades. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I actually sold the, I guess I shouldn't have sold it, but I sold the 308 puts. All these were expiring so soon. So I sold the 308 puts and the 306. The main thing is that I sold my 306 call. That helped me get some cash. I got rid of the 308 put because it was expiring on Monday. And I got rid of the 225 put. It just didn't make sense. I was like, okay, why don't I get rid of these puts and buy higher puts? So the 2 puts that I bought were the SPY 310. I bought one of them, and I bought a Facebook 235 put. So portfolio wise,
400 on those. And what are they at now? That SPY put is, what's its value?
That it's right here. So that gain it's 718 now.
Incredible. And because it crossed the in the money mark, and so look at how much that surges as it goes in the money. That's incredible.
Yeah. And then Facebook increased a little bit, 235. So you can see I'm really holding a pretty tight strangle over Facebook now. I have this really long dated. This is when I plunked a lot of money into Facebook, right? I bought nearly $3,000 worth of Facebook calls way out in August. I have a month out, 240 Facebook call, and I have two 235s Facebook puts. So just move a little bit either direction, hopefully make some money there. Everything else went down. Space, yeah, useless. I don't get, like, this is interesting. What's your read on this? So DraftKings went up 2.5%, but the call went down. How weird, huh?
Wow, and it's July 17th, so it's quite far away.
Yeah.
What is the
volatility?
It must be. What is DraftKings share price right now?
42, and my call is 45. How strange.
Yeah, so $3 out. Weird.
Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's take a look at something. I wonder where the interactive brokers might be. Calls, July 17, 45. Oh yeah, it is 2.85. Last price 2.85. How strange, man. It only went up 3%, the 45 call. And even the 40, even the strike price of 40 only went up 5.96%. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is weird.
Something's up with DraftKings, I guess.
So maybe volatility going down just a bit.
Yeah. But that's me. So yeah, I'm okay. I have anyway, yeah, I'm on 1.42K cash. So I think it's about, yeah, pretty much 15%, 15% cash, 17% puts, and the rest in calls.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, nicely done to reposition so that you can, even on these big swing days down, you can still maintain your portfolio value. I think it's a really nice way to do things.
Thank you. Yeah. That's SPY 310 was timely, so very happy about that.
Yeah. Well, maybe you won't be as happy when SPY jumps to 315 on Monday.
You have 315 calls. I really want to buy some calls. I just wasn't sure what to buy, but I really want to get some calls. And last night, I actually tried to reposition my calls because I have a bunch of like Disney calls, Deutsche Bank calls, Bank of America calls where the strike price is way too far out. And like, I couldn't sell them because nobody was buying them. I put the orders out there, but no one was buying them. So it's just like, even myself right now, I make like $50, $100. Like, what's the point? Just hold it, I think. And then like, hopefully I can liquidate something else out and then buy more calls.
Yeah, so this was my thinking on the calls that I had that were expiring on the 19th.
Yeah.
As they started losing value, they became like $30 and $10. And I'm like, well, if the stock surges, these will be worth hundreds of dollars. The same way that I lost so much value in the puts that I held that expired. This is like, if I'd held them a bit longer, I would have had $200, right? So I'm like, cool, I'll just hold on to these. They're only worth $10 right now, $20. And if they expire worthless, they expire worthless. Like, I don't know if it's a good strategy, but it almost is like the insurance that you'll have a huge swing in value during that day, and then you can cash out. But so far that hasn't worked in my favor yet. So I don't know if it's a good thing to hold on to these far out of the money calls. As soon as they become further out of the money, I kind of think you have to sell and reposition. I haven't worked out the right formula yet, but it seems to be that way.
Well, maybe I should have done that. I mean, no, I don't know. Like the only area where I definitely made a mistake, I think, was like selling my 308 puts, right? I sold them for $1 and they ended up at 89. So it's like, maybe I should have just held them. But $1 is still something. $200, like, cashing out. But yeah, when you go down,
and a mistake in retrospect, right? SPY opening up at 314, jumping, like closing this big gap that they had. I thought they were going up to 316 for sure. So if I were in your shoes, I would have sold the puts as well, like right at the open. So I don't think you made a bad move at all. It's just in retrospect, you're like, well, could have made, hundreds more dollars that way. But you just don't know these things. So, and you made several $100s by buying a 310 put. So that was very friendly.
Very friendly. Well, okay. Let's catch the week. I think both of us will be looking for a nice distraction from Ikkura this weekend.
Yes, very much so.
This has been a big week for you, huh?
Yeah, huge roller coaster, up then down. So I'm going to have some thoughts this weekend about how to do things differently this next week. I think I'll play it a bit differently, but I'm enjoying the learning process. Yeah, it's been really great. I'm definitely playing better than I did in the past still, even now. So I think it's just time and experience will make for a winning strategy that will eventually win. I'm really confident of that. So that's just great. Time.
Love your optimism. I feel like maybe the trick is just, well, it's easier said than done, but it seems to me like it's always data that's getting you.
Yeah. I think you're right.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. If you like what you saw, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend.